man! What's up, YouTube? So, I hear everyone complaining about the layups in 2K21. More than just the layups, honestly. The jump shots, everything, all types of scoring is really hard this year. But the layups in particular are really hard because they really made the paint defense way stronger this year than other 2Ks. I've been hearing everyone saying that 2K done fucked around and cancelled layups. I'm here to tell you guys that they did not cancel layups, and you can still make your layups if you follow these tips. So look, the most important thing is that you have to have your badges right. These badges right here are the badges that you need to make layups in this game. You don't have to copy this exact setup that I have, and if you're using a big man then you don't really need Giant Slayer. But if you're a guard, you should definitely have Giant Slayer on. But every single player, whether big or small, needs consistent finisher, pro touch, and slithery finisher. Without these badges, you're going to be missing some wide open layups. Before I got these badges, I was missing wide open layups from time to time. But once I got these badges, that stopped, and I've been making them way more consistently. And also, contact finisher is another huge one. Once I get more badge points, I'm going to put way more points on contact finisher. And this badge helps a lot with your dunking too. But if your player build isn't good at dunking, then you shouldn't have contact finisher on. Other than the badges, the next most important thing is you have to have the proper layup animations. So if you have a low layup rating, you're not going to be able to get all of these. So for you guys, I would say get default swing if you're a guard, and then you have no choice but going with default big if you're a big. The layup animations you get in default swing are kind of faster and also a little bit glitchier than the ones you get with default small. If you just look at the animation, your player jumps higher when going for the default swing animation, which makes it harder to block him. Then if you have a higher layup rating, let's say an 80 as a big man, then you should go with the dominant big layup. And if you're a guard, you should definitely go with the Russell Westbrook layup package. Honestly, most of these other layup animations aren't even that good, and a lot of these get blocked really easily. The only other one of these that I would even consider is maybe Long Athlete, but I still think that Russell Westbrook's is the best because he takes that shit right to the rack. This layup animation is going to push your defender out of the way, they're going to get mad, they're going to smash their controllers, and you're going to be happy because you're going to be making your layups with this layup animation. And then the most important thing you have to do for making your layups is you have to know some moves to get around your defender because it's way harder to make tough contested layups in this 2K. So I'm going to show you guys some super simple things you could do to make your layups easier to make in the game. And one thing is you can control which hand you take the layup with. You can do this with the right stick, so while you're driving in, if you hold your right stick to the right, you will take a layup with your right hand. And if you point your right stick to the left, you will take a layup with your left hand. Now, if you take a layup with the right stick, it is going to force you to take the new type of shot where you have to aim your shot instead of timing it. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like the new pro shot stick, but if you go into your settings, you can turn off that option and go back to the timing shot for the right stick. But I would suggest that you keep it on the new way where you have to aim it because you're going to get a boost on your layup if you time it and if you aim it properly. But if you're not comfortable with that, then you could just change it back to the timing in the settings. Going back to which hand to take the layup with, if the other team's defender is to the right of the basket, then you want to take the layup with your left hand to avoid getting blocked by him. And if he's on the right of the basket, then point the right stick to the right, take a layup with your right hand and avoid getting blocked. Just something as simple as this is going to help you make a lot more layups. And finally, you guys need to know some moves in order to get yourself more open to take a more open shot. These moves don't even have to be complicated. It could be something as simple as a spin layup, which is just drive in and double tap X. Or you could do a Euro step, which all you have to do is while driving in, hold the right stick in the opposite direction of the hand that you were handling the ball with. So if the ball is in your left hand, you would drive in and hold the right stick to the right to take a Euro step. I wouldn't do floaters. Floaters aren't really that reliable, and they really nerfed the hop step this year, so I wouldn't do that unless if you have fancy footwork on. but that one's also really easy. All you have to do is drive in, tap X, and then hold X after. Just simple moves like these, or even pump faking, that's something else you could do to get your defender out of the way. You should be doing some sort of move. You're not going to be able to walk in the paint and just take a layup like other years. The paint defense is way too strong for you to be able to do that. And then as a last resort option, if all of these are still not working for you and you're missing layups, come to the buy boost station and get some skill boosts for your layups and dunks. Skill boosts give you a +5 boost on any attribute that you apply them to. So the layups and dunks one will increase your layup and dunk ratings by 5. And believe me, that 5 points makes a huge difference. If you do all these things, you're going to be making your layups much more consistently. Alright, I don't want to hear any more complaining about the layups in this game after you guys do these things. So I really hope you guys found this video useful and start making your layups way more often. But even more importantly, I really hope that you guys remember to like, subscribe, and have a splendid ass day.